What if I told you that the world's second largest economy has just slammed the brakes on one of the hottest trades in the market? China's biggest banks are stopping retail investors from using leveraged gold trading products. Is this because China thinks gold is about to crash? Or is this actually a warning sign that speculation has gone too far? And more importantly, what does this mean for gold prices, Indian investors, and your portfolio? Let's break it down. Hello everyone, welcome back to Finance with Ishita, where we simplify global financial news and explain how it impacts your money. If you're interested in investing, stock market, gold, or the global economy, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Now let's understand what's really happening in China. Also, for free daily trade and live market data analysis, you can join our free Telegram channel. The link is in my Instagram bio. What's exactly happened? Recently, several major Chinese banks including ICBC, Postal Savings Bank of China, Ping An Bank and Guangfa Bank announced that they will stop offering leveraged precious metal trading to individual investors. These products are linked to the Shanghai Gold Exchange and will be phased out over the coming weeks. Now here's the important part. China has not banned gold ownership, it has not banned physical gold buying, it has not banned institutional gold trading. Instead, authorities are restricting leveraged gold trading for retail investors through major banks. That is a huge difference. Now let's understand what is leveraged gold trading. Let's simplify this. Imagine you only have 10,000 rupees. Normally you can buy 10,000 worth of gold. But with leverage, a broker may allow you to control rupees 1 lakh worth of gold using only rupees 10,000. Sounds exciting until price moves against you. If gold falls by just 10%, you could lose your entire investment. That's why leverage is often called a double-edged sword. It multiplies profit, but it also multiplies losses. In the next part, let's understand why did China take this step. These are three major reasons. Reason number one, extreme market volatility. Gold prices have witnessed massive swing over the past years. Many retail investors enter the market expecting prices to keep rising forever. When prices suddenly corrected, highly leveraged traders started facing margin calls. Banks became worried about financial stability. Reason 2, reduce speculation. China has a long history of stepping in whenever excessive speculation threatens market stability. Whether it's property, whether it's stock market, cryptocurrency or commodities, Chinese regulators usually intervene before risk becomes systematic. This latest move follows the same philosophy: reduce speculative leverage rather than restrict long-term investment. Reason 3, protect retail investors. When leverage becomes too popular, many inexperienced investors jump in without understanding the risk. A small market correction can wipe out months or even years of saving. Restricting leverage products lowers that risk. Now let's answer the most common question: will gold price crash? This is the biggest question everyone is asking right now. The short answer: not necessarily. Remember, this decision mainly impacts speculative trading. The bigger drivers of gold price remains central bank purchases, inflation expectation, interest rates, US dollar strength, geopolitical uncertainty. If these factors remain supportive, gold can still remain strong over the long term. However, reduced speculative buying could temporarily reduce volatility and slow sharp price rallies. Now, what does this mean for India? India is one of the largest consumer of gold in the world. So naturally, any major development in China affects global sentiment. For Indian investors, here are three key takeaways. First, don't panic. China has not banned gold. It has only restricted leveraged retail trading. Second, if global gold prices become more volatile in the short term, Indian gold prices may also fluctuate because domestic prices depend on both international gold prices and the rupee-dollar exchange rate. Third, long-term investors should focus on asset allocation rather than short-term headlines. Gold works best as a hedge, not as a get-rich-quick investment. So, is this bearish or bullish? Interestingly, some analysts believe this move could actually make the market healthier. Why? Because fewer leverage traders means fewer forced liquidations during sharp correction. That can reduce panic selling. Instead of a market driven by speculation, prices become more dependent on a genuine demand. In the long run, that's generally considered healthier. So now, if we come to the conclusion, here's the bottom line. China has not banned gold, it has restricted leverage retail gold trading. through major banks to reduce excessive speculation and financial risk. For investors, this is more about risk management than a negative view on gold itself. So, if you're investing in physical gold or gold ETFs or even sovereign gold bonds, this news should not automatically change your long term strategy. Instead, use it as a reminder that investing with heavy leverage can be extremely risky and dangerous. So, what do you think? Will this move stabilize the gold market, or is it the beginning of a larger correction? Let me know your thoughts in the comment below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. I will see you in the next video. Until then, stay informed, stay invested, and keep learning.